Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft PowerPoint. In this module, I want to talk about how to animate diagrams. The first one I'm going to show you is how to animate a chart, then a SmartArt diagram, and then a flowchart diagram. And I'll show you how you can import a chart from Excel and what the restrictions are when you want to animate a chart that has come from outside, from an external source. But first of all, let's do a simple chart in PowerPoint itself. So if I go to layout, change this to blank just to make sure there's nothing on there, insert chart. So I just pick a 2D column, double click on that, and then I get the chart coming on the screen. Now once the chart's on there, you get this little box coming up with some information, so I'll just quickly put some information in there. Men, women, children, and then some years down this side. 20, 21, 22, 23. Like so. I'm not going to change the data, but you can see the data there. Once you've done that, you can see the labels coming up there. Close that down. You have all the normal formatting options that you would get in a chart. Bear in mind that when you do things like that, that might clash with the designs that you set. If you've got a design style, you see now that's sitting there. Do I want it like that? It's not too bad because the background's black, but if you pick something a bit more like that one, I don't like the look of that, but you've got to be careful that you don't get a complete clash. The background, the chart itself is changing, but the background is staying black. That's got to be the worst colour ever. Anyhow, back to animating charts. Not bothered about that. Let's get rid of the title. So we just want to animate this chart, so you need to go to the Animations tab, and I always like to put the animation pane on so it's active so I can see what I'm doing. And then you've got Add Animation from here. You've got Entrance, Emphasis, Exit, and Motion Paths, and then more of each of those down the bottom there. So I like to use Dissolve In, so I'm going to click on More, Entrance, Effects, and Dissolve In. Okay, so that is now dissolving in. If I put that into full screen, it just dissolves in. Nothing special about that, but I want it to animate, so I want these to come in individually. So what I need to do now is go across to the animation pane and select effect options. So I'm not interested in sound for this, and I don't really want it to dim either. Because this is a chart, you have an extra tab. Normally that would be text if it was text. So this is how it is set up. So you've got by series, by category, by element, element in category. That's the one I want for this one. And then I'll click OK, and then you're going to get that on the mouse click. Or you can set this to automatically come in. So if you don't like that one, you can just go back in and change that effect options and change it to, say, that one. OK. That's just looking at it from a different perspective. So that's basically how you animate a chart. Now if I just create myself a second slide and look at doing a SmartArt diagram, and I'll pick a hierarchy option and organizational chart, and let's just get rid of that. So I say I want to insert two shapes under there, so I'm just going to add, and I want them side by side. So layout standard, so that's how I want it. So let's say we've got some information at the top there, MD, Mr. Smith, sales, Mr. Brown, and I'll just fill the rest of this in. Okay, so it's all filled in. Now you can see that the black on this graph now is causing this a bit of grief because you can't actually see those lines, and I don't really want to change all the lines. So if I change the design of this to something less intrusive, let's have a quick look. That'll do. Not my favourite colour, but there you go. I'm not interested in design ideas, I'm interested in animation, so I want to animate this. So back to the animations and click on the, you need to activate the object as it is, add animation, and again I'm going for dissolve in, OK, and then the same process, effect options, SmartArt animation, and the same thing happens. Level by one is what I want. You can tick that if you want it in reverse order. There we go. So on the mouse click, that's coming in one at a time, and if you want to do it a slightly different way, you can do. So next I want to do a flowchart, and I'm going to draw a flowchart. So it's going to be insert shapes and a rectangle. So that's a rectangle I want. I want 4 of those, so Control D to just duplicate those, and then I can position them where I want them to be. These guides give you an idea whether you've got it lined up or not, so that is lined up both ways. That doesn't look lined up to me. There it is. There it is. And then I want a circle. Click on the oval shape, hold your shift key down, draw a circle, and then position that where you want it to be. Now I want the connectors coming from each of these shapes, so click on the connector tool, from one glue point to another glue point, connector tool, same thing at the top, glue point to glue point, and then coming out of the bottom like so, glue point to glue point, and then that one into there. Now to animate this, I've put some, let's go for some input, stores, process, output, and then file. So you can just type in these boxes, file. So to animate this, I want these two to come in first, these 3 things, that box, holding my shift key down, that line, that circle to come in first. So back to animations, add animation, dissolve in, it'll come in. Then I want this to come in next, stores, and this line, the circle's already there, so add animation, dissolve in again. Okay, now I want this line and this box to come in next, so add animation, dissolve in. Okay, and lastly these 2 items, add animation, more entrance effects, dissolve in. Okay, and then you get your list down there like that. So that's about in order. Now if you want to click at the top there, play, this is how it's going to come in like so, and that's exactly how I want it. So that's the you manually created a flowchart there, or a process diagram, and now you're animating that diagram. Now one more. I want to bring an Excel chart, a chart that I've already created in Excel, and show you how you can animate that. And then I want to bring a second chart in from Excel that I will use Pay Special on and show you what happens with that one. So first of all, let me go and get a chart. So this chart is the one I want. Just Control C to copy that. Come back, paste. So there it is. There's a graph in from Excel into PowerPoint, and I'm going to animate it in the same way. Add animation, dissolve in. Okay, now I get the effect options for this, and everything is exactly the same as before, so I can do exactly the same as I could on that chart. It's going to animate in on the mouse click, or I can change that to be on timers if I want. So that's that one. Now if I just make this one a bit smaller and then do the same thing but use Paste Special as an option, so I should still have it copied. I might have to do it again, but I'll just try. So Paste Special and Paste Link, so it's coming in as a object. So there's the graph again, and if I make this one a bit smaller, so this now is linked. What that means is if the data in Excel changes, this will automatically pick it up. You have to save the file first though. Now let's go for the animation options on this one. If I add animation, in fact I've got animation there. Oh, wait a minute, click on that. Effect options. So that's for that one. Now if I add animation for this one, add animation, more, dissolve in, okay. When you go to effect options on this one, you do not get that chart animation option, so you're losing a bit of the control on your mouse. If you've got a linked chart, you can't animate it. You can get it to dissolve in the whole thing, but you can't animate it like this one. If I just cancel this off, so that one is going to animate, this one is just going to appear, and that's all you can do. So that is a bit of a downside when you want to link it, but you get the benefit of having this data automatically updating when the source data in Excel changes. So basically, if this data changes, then the data in PowerPoint will update, like so. So that's good, but obviously you can't do what we did with this. Now you may have noticed that when I updated the Excel that this also picked it up, and that's because the files were still open. What I've done now is I've saved this file as Animate, and I've closed this file down and the Excel file down, and when I've reopened the file, only the one that had the link on, the paste special link, has updated. This one has stayed as it was. So don't be lulled into a false sense of security that this is going to update when you just do paste, because it won't. It did update because both files were still open. This is how you need to do it if you want to have it link data to an Excel source. This is the one you need, paste special paste link. But that's basically a quick little video on animating diagrams. So you've animated a chart, an organizational chart through SmartArt, and a flowchart, one that you've done yourself. You've just drawn that yourself and you've put animation on, and then lastly bringing an external chart in from Excel and animating and linking one. So hopefully that was of use for you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.